Picture this. It's a hot afternoon, the kind where the air feels thick and time slows down, and someone hands you a tall glass filled with pale green liquid, lightly foaming on top, icy cold, smelling faintly of grass and summer. You take a sip of sugarcane juice, and instantly your brain lights up, your body sighs with relief, and something ancient feels awakened inside you. But what exactly is happening inside your body at that moment? Is it just sugar water with a nostalgic taste? Or is there more going on beneath the surface? For centuries, people have praised sugarcane juice as a natural energy booster, a cooling drink, even a kind of medicine, while modern voices often dismiss it as nothing more than liquid sugar that should be avoided. The truth, as always, lives somewhere in between, and when you drink sugarcane juice, your body goes through a fascinating chain reaction that blends biology, history, culture, psychology, and a few surprising twists you probably never expected. The moment the juice touches your tongue, your taste buds detect sweetness, but not the sharp, aggressive sweetness of refined sugar. This is softer, rounder, layered with minerals and plant compounds, and your brain interprets it as both pleasure and safety, triggering a small release of dopamine that makes you want another sip. Saliva production increases, enzymes in your mouth begin breaking down simple carbohydrates, and even before the juice reaches your stomach, your nervous system is already responding, preparing your digestive tract for incoming energy. As the juice slides down your throat, the cold temperature activates sensory nerves that send calming signals to your brain, which is one reason people across tropical regions have always described sugarcane juice as cooling, not just physically but mentally. In the stomach, sugarcane juice doesn't linger very long because it doesn't contain heavy fats or proteins. Instead, it passes relatively quickly into the small intestine, where the real magic begins. The natural sugars, mainly sucrose along with glucose and fructose, are broken down and absorbed into the bloodstream, causing a rise in blood sugar levels. But here's where an old myth needs updating. Unlike refined sugar dissolved in soda, sugarcane juice comes packaged with small amounts of potassium, magnesium, calcium, iron, antioxidants, and polyphenol, which slightly slow absorption and change how your body responds. Your pancreas releases insulin to help shuttle glucose into your cells, and those cells, especially in your muscles and brain, suddenly have fuel to burn. This is why sugarcane juice has long been used by farmers, laborers, and athletes as a quick energy drink long before energy drinks came in cans with flashy labels. Your brain, which runs heavily on glucose, perks up, improving alertness and reaction time. And this is why many people associate sugarcane juice with instant freshness and mental clarity. Historically, ancient civilizations in India, Southeast Asia, and parts of Africa understood this effect intuitively, even if they didn't know the science, and they used sugarcane juice not only as a drink but as a restorative tonic during heat exhaustion or illness. As the sugars circulate, your liver steps in as a master regulator, converting excess glucose into glycogen for storage, a process that protects your body from sudden spikes while saving energy for later. This is where another misconception often appears: the idea that sugarcane juice automatically leads to weight gain or metabolic damage, when in reality the context matters more than the drink itself. Consumed occasionally and in moderate amounts, especially alongside physical activity, your body handles it very differently than when you're sedentary and overloading on refined sugars all day. Meanwhile, the potassium content begins supporting fluid balance, helping your cells maintain proper hydration, which explains why sugarcane juice has traditionally been used to combat dehydration, particularly in hot climates. As hydration improves, blood volume stabilizes, circulation becomes more efficient, and your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood throughout your body. There's also a subtle effect on your digestive system that many people don't talk about. Sugarcane juice contains natural plant fibers and compounds that can stimulate mild bowel movement and support gut activity, which is why it has sometimes been recommended in folk traditions for constipation or sluggish digestion. As the juice continues its journey, antioxidants enter the picture, quietly neutralizing free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage cells over time. And while sugarcane juice isn't a miracle cure, these compounds do contribute to reducing oxidative stress when part of a balanced diet. In the bloodstream, iron, though present in small amounts, supports red blood cell function, and this is one reason sugarcane juice gained a reputation in some cultures for helping with fatigue or weakness, especially in people who were already low on energy due to heat or manual labor. Psychologically, there's something else happening too. sweetness has a deep emotional connection for humans, linked to comfort, reward, and safety since infancy. And when you drink sugarcane juice, especially in a social or nostalgic setting like a roadside stall or summer fair, your brain associates the taste with positive memories, relaxation, and pleasure, lowering stress hormones like cortisol. This stress reduction isn't just emotional. It has real physiological effects, allowing digestion, immunity, and recovery processes to work more efficiently. As minutes pass, your kidneys begin filtering the increased fluid and minerals, supporting urine production and helping flush waste products, which is why sugarcane juice has sometimes been associated with kidney and urinary health in traditional medicine, though modern science frames this benefit mainly in terms of hydration rather than any magical cleansing power. Another old belief claims sugarcane juice purifies the blood, a phrase that sounds vague today but historically referred to improved circulation, hydration, and liver function, all of which do benefit from adequate fluid intake and natural sugars in moderation. About an hour after drinking, if you're active, your muscles may still be using that glucose for movement and strength, but if you're inactive, insulin helps move remaining sugar into storage, and this is where balance becomes crucial, because repeated overconsumption without activity can gradually strain insulin sensitivity, turning a traditionally healthy drink into a modern problem. Interestingly, sugarcane juice also influences body temperature perception. Despite being sweet, it has a cooling effect according to traditional systems, partly because it promotes hydration and electrolyte balance, helping your body regulate heat more effectively. In hot environments, this can genuinely reduce feelings of fatigue and dizziness. Culturally, sugarcane juice has always been more than a beverage. It's a symbol of abundance, celebration, and resilience, crushed fresh in front of you, connecting you to the plant itself rather than an industrial process. And that psychological connection to freshness often leads people to feel more satisfied and less likely to overconsume compared to bottled sugary drinks. There's also an immune angle worth mentioning. The antioxidants and micronutrients support basic immune functions, not in a dramatic, instant way, but as part of your body's ongoing maintenance system, helping cells communicate and repair more effectively. As digestion completes, waste products are eliminated, fluids are balanced, and the immediate energy boost fades into a gentle sense of normalcy, leaving behind stored glycogen that your body can tap into later. For some people, especially those sensitive to sugar, there may be a mild crash if consumed on an empty stomach, which is why traditional practices often paired sugarcane juice with food or physical work, a simple but effective way to prevent sudden dips in energy. Over time, repeated moderate consumption can fit comfortably into a healthy lifestyle, while excessive daily intake can push your body toward imbalance, highlighting a truth our ancestors seem to understand instinctively. Even natural sweetness demands respect. When you zoom out and look at the full picture, drinking sugarcane juice sets off a chain reaction that touches nearly every system in your body, from your brain's reward circuits and your muscles' energy supply to your kidneys' filtration work and your liver's careful regulation, blending ancient wisdom with modern science in a way that reminds us food is never just fuel. So the next time you lift a glass of sugarcane juice, you're not just drinking something sweet, you're participating in a centuries-old relationship between humans, plants, and energy itself, one sip at a time, and your body in its quiet, complex way responds to every drop.